Hello, everyone. Oh, there's no cat there, and my camera is wonky. What the hell happened? There we go. Hello, everyone. It is game time. I just tried to switch to the game again. It is there. So I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to do something great and fun. A tradition here. And actually, I get to do it again. Ace is also live. So, there we go. There's your fishbowl. Why did the cat cam turn back on? Or did I not turn it off? I think I just touched the camera and then was like, okay, done. Anyway. I am back. I can't believe that it has been like only a few days since I last streamed. I feel like so much has happened since I last streamed. And that is mostly because of how deeply I have gotten into the Spider Noir show. I am really, really enjoying that show. Surely you meant to say accommodation and not ace cam. Yeah, the Spider Noir show is so good. I'm really, really enjoying it. Also, unfortunately, the ace cam is a little bit conditional because Twitch has been slapping ads on the mini player even, and that's irritating. And I won't have ads on my channel, so when the ads show up, it goes away. Navy, it's so good. It's so good. It's so Nick Cage. It lives and dies on if you like that guy. So if you don't, then like I don't know, calling it good isn't right. I'm enjoying myself deeply. I haven't seen all of it yet. I've watched up to episode 5, I think. And I have been watching it in black and white, although honestly, okay, so I've been like reading stuff about the production of this show. It's really interesting because they basically colorized it like Technicolor-esque, and it looks that way. It like all the coloring is very intentional in the color version. Like I'm watching it in black and white, but like I'm going to rewatch it all in color. It's very, very good. I'm really enjoying myself. It's got some really great villains already. I mean, Spider-Man always has great villains. I love Spider-Man. And Nick Cage does an incredible job. It is unfortunately on Prime. That is the worst thing I can say about it. Anyway. We have some fates to find. For like the first week of its release, they weren't even playing ads on it, just to sucker you in. And then they started playing ads on it, and now I've... Yeah, Nick Cage is the main guy in Spider Noir. He's Spider Noir. And he does a really, really good job of it, because he's just like if you've ever watched a noir film, like an actual noir film, he does a fantastic job as a noir protagonist, despite the rest of the show not really leaning too far into that. Like the rest of the, it's I wouldn't say standard superhero show, but it's definitely more on the superhero side, more on the lighthearted comic universe thing, and then every scene with Nick Cage is like kind of a different thing. See, there's the ads, so there goes the ace cam. Also, specifically, he is not the Spider Noir that was in Spider-Verse. That Spider Noir was Peter Parker. This one is Ben Reilly. And I'm going to start ranting about comic books if I keep talking about this anymore, so I'm not going to. But I really like that show. I'm really, really very much enjoying it. Okay, what am I doing? Where are we? What are we doing? They were both, however, played by Nick Cage. Just kind of wandering. Wandering the boat. Oh man, Spider Noir is such a good show. I'm enjoying myself so deeply with that show. Okay. So who do we have left to figure out who they are? We still don't know where Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird went, but we know we've got their names right. We don't know what's up with this one, why it's wrong, but I know it's wrong, I think. Lars Linde was clubbed by either Alexander Booth or George Shirley. We haven't figured out who. We also haven't figured out the Chinese top men. There is supposedly a way to do it with what we've got so far, but I do not know. Also, I put on a sweater because it was a little bit cold when I got up into my room, and then I started ranting about Spider Noir, and now I've got like a lot of energy, and now I'm sweaty, so give me a minute. It's such a good show, and it's not even, I mean it is, but it's not. There's a lot of love in it. Very fluffy rainy clouds there today. Nice. It's perfect weather for ranting. I had a thing that happened at work that I wanted to talk about today. And now I don't remember what it was. Something at work. I was working with the acids again today. And then I was on Tumblr at lunch, and I reblogged a post about work going to hurt me today. And I was like, oh yeah, it's like when I get assigned the repetitive strain injury machine at my work. Which is not what it's called, but a machine's purpose is what it does, and that's what it does. And so... yeah, then of course, I got assigned that machine, and then I was suffering. Especially, oh, I can't even complain about this because it's way too specific. It will just tell you what my job is, but like, there's something that bothers me at my work. I'm sure no one can relate to that feeling. It's just a thing that companies are doing where they're like, this will be so efficient, but asking that to be done requires like entirely new tool chains that don't currently exist, and it's like, it would be really efficient, except that it's not, because we can't do that. And they're still expecting us to do it. It's infuriating. And nobody seems to give a crap. I guess it's just because, like, that's the industry, I guess. Anyway, let's play the video game. Do you guys know that Germa is live? Okay. So, these two. They left on a boat. Who left with them? Davy James. And Henry Evans. Germa. Wait, okay, hold on, wait. When did they leave? Did we lose Fishbowl? We did lose the Fishbowl because— whoops! That's not the Fishbowl. Twitch has been putting ads on, like, the side of the player, and I'm not putting ads on my channel ever. So the Fishbowl is back now that the ads are gone. Once more. Beautiful eyes. Okay. We gotta go up somewhere. You'd think a stream deck would make that happen less, considering everything is labeled, but that's predicated on me reading. Okay. You are Davy James. You are Miss Jane Bird. You are the surgeon. Okay, so they probably went to Africa, would be my guess. You did escape. You're alive in Africa. There we go. Yeah, so definitely we've got something wrong with the ship steward. Glad they made it out, though. Rog and wog in Russian means that's very mean of you to leave without me. Aw. So mean. Good for her, though. Ah, Spider Noir. What a good shit. It's so much. It's so hammy. It's so much. And Nick Cage is so very Nick Cage in it. Okay, yeah, so we are 100% certain now. Something is wrong with this fate. Maybe he's not the ship's steward? Do we have any more stewards left? I think we're out of stewards. He must be the ship's steward, so he didn't get speared by a beast, but he didn't get spiked by a beast either. And he definitely got... I feel like he bled out, but that's not an option. Where's my bleeding out? He was knifed by a terrible beast? Grins suspiciously. How many have I gotten so far? I think that was just 45. There's nothing stopping you from sitting on more benches. Navy, have I ever told you? I guess stream chat. And probably not, because that's ridiculous. Fucking ads, get out of here. Stream chat, did I ever tell you guys that sometimes... I can't remember how it started, but there was some joke. There was some, like, Discord thing where it's like, oh, set a status for this Discord voice chat. But it wanted you to put an emoji. And there was a reason I wanted it to be a chair, but they don't have a chair emoji. So I used the bench one instead. But then it was, like, showing me the plain text of it, because I have a better Discord thing going. so I can mouse over stuff when it gives me plain text sometimes. And it just read, right now I'm bench. And now I just use that as the voice chat status just all the time. Because it cracks me up. Fishbowl. Oh, so close! Come on. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm watching the fishbowl now. I'm so bench. That screen is like a bar TV with football on. That is exactly it. That is the vibe exactly, Stump. Okay, so this guy's fate, I guess we'll say he's knifed. He was knifed by a terrible beast. How far are we in? We've like figured out all of, well, we haven't figured out how everyone's dead, but we've got everything, all the chapters. We just don't know how a few people died. Who is... Do we know how those 4 Chinese top men died yet? I don't know that we do. At least I haven't been paying attention. We might know how they died. Okay. Okay, that's actually a good point, Navy. We should eliminate that. Where are they? Oh, they're down here, aren't they? You met an unknown fate. So we don't know how he died. Or at the very least, he disappeared. Okay. You were speared by a terrible beast. You were electrocuted, and there's one more. Where's the last one? Not the helmsman. Him. Decapitated by a terrible beast. So there's only one we don't know how he died. He disappeared in the Doom. I'm going to guess he fell overboard, but we can go through the memory and see where he stopped showing up. He wasn't in the first one. You accidentally bought caffeinated protein shakes recently and forgot to pick up normal ones? Yuck. You were here in this one. And then you weren't. So we gotta go investigate this one more. Back to the bow, I guess. Wrong side of the ship. Hold on. I don't need to hear this one again. Do not play the noises for me again. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on, video game. You don't have to. Disgusting. I don't want to hear him ripped apart. I don't want to hear him at all, actually. That is the ship's artist getting ripped apart by the Kraken while he was pooping off the bow. You. We're having a meal. 41. We know you? We don't know you. Oh, they're gonna make me fucking cross-reference this with the bunk that was here. Okay, hold on. He's being a tube of toothpaste. Yeah. Yuck. Gross. 41. Perfect. We know you now. We don't know what happened to you, but we know you. That's one. They're not showing us what his hammock says, which is not very kind of. 45 is also here. 43 and 44. Do we know who they are? 43 and 44. We don't know who 44 is. We know who 45 is. Is 45 present in this memory? I want to unbookmark these. This one is the Doom. Yep, there he is. Asleep. Mappa as well. That guy as well. Okay. So let's figure out who's not asleep, and we can check them off. You. First mate Stewart. We already know who you are. You don't matter. He doesn't count. Sword. He thought the fart sound was being made by him being crushed and felt bad for laughing. That is the third mate Steward. That is the third mate. We don't know what happened to him, do we? Did he disappear, or do we just not know? Okay, so he's somewhere in the bargain. $56. Who's 56? Can I bookmark? Just like a... Can I choose to bookmark? I guess I can bookmark that. Just because I want a fast way back there. I guess I can just go to the Doom. Yeah, this doesn't need to be bookmarked. Okay. 56. Do we know who 56 is? 56, Henry Brennan. Okay, we don't need 56. That is our mystery man, Mr. Dryclean Only. Open. That was Abraham, right? I think that was Abraham. Yeah, that was Abraham. Okay. So, letter X we know. This one we're gonna have to cross-reference, unfortunately. These ones are empty. No bunk there. $43, $44. Hold on, they're making me do horrible math in my head here. 43 and 44, do we know who those are? We know Maba. We don't know who Lewis Walker is, but he's in this dream, in this memory even. Oh, but he might be up top as well. Do we have anyone around here we don't know? We know you. We know you. And we know you. And I don't see anyone in the rigging currently. Considering I don't see a whole lot of rigging currently. They investigated together, of course. That's his mate. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys are gonna have to watch me look at the hammocks again. Lewis Walker is one of those. Lewis Walker is one of these people. And I don't think it's... No, that's Larsland. We know. Is there a reason this can't be Lewis Walker? $45, we know. Is either 57 or 59 here? That's Abraham. 56 is here. 57's bunk is empty. Who's 56? Henry Brennan. We know who Henry Brennan is. Oh, why did they make this memory important? I don't want to come here any more often. I don't want to be here again. Disgusting. Okay, anyway. If we go back to the Doom... Can I mute the sound effects? Maybe. So this guy, Wei Li, is in this memory of the Doom. Is he in the next one? No. How about 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 the next one? Aha! He's in this one. He is in the Doom Part 7. So let's go to the Doom Part 7. We'll do the hammock thing after. We're figuring out what happened to Wei Li first. How do I leave? Maba is somewhere on the deck. Nope, that's the guy who was... Oh yeah, we can use this. There he is. That's a shame. Okay. So we are looking for... somebody having gone overboard or being grabbed by the Kraken. Not one of those 3 band of merry fools. Who did not manage to escape. They tried to leave a little bit too late. We are instead looking for Wei Li. And actually, we should check and make sure that this is the last one he's in. No, he's in the last one. Okay, so it doesn't matter. But it'd still be nice to know where he is. You on the ropes? Nope. There he is. He's got a bottle. Alright, to the Doom Part 8. A gunpowder bag. Interesting. Okay. So... Not those two. Not you. There's the helmsman. There's the gunner's mate. There's Paul Moss and those two. This is probably when they decided they were leaving. Whenever convenient. There's the bosun. Aw. And the bosun's mate. Aw. Fighting the Kraken together. Okay, where is Wei Li? There's so much going on in this. There's just so much. Bucket. This is not Wei Li. That is the other top man. It's the bosun and bosun's mate. That's Abigail. That's the third mate, I believe. Yeah. So he must be... like... somewhere. Just gotta figure out where all the tentacles are, what they're all grabbing. Oh yeah, the reason my go live notification is that, other than the obvious reason, I still have to make my lunch for tomorrow, so this stream does have a time limit, because I need to use the kitchen tonight. Aha! Okay, well, I can make a guess what happened to you. I think you fell overboard. I don't have a usually. I usually eat leftover dinner from last night, but tonight I had, like a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store, and there was not really conducive to leftovers. I also had some really banging mashed potatoes, courtesy of my sister. But those are also all gone. So, I probably am gonna make some pasta with sauce, because that is my go-to. I heard my coworkers gossiping, and this is one of those things where it's like, it very well could not have been about me, but I fear it definitely was. And if you want to call me egotistical for that, feel free. But for like my third day in a row of bringing some variety of chicken with noodles for lunch, I overheard my coworkers, like talking. And the thing is, like, I have a lot of coworkers who speak a lot of different languages, and I'm fairly sure they were speaking Hindi. But they specifically switched to English to say chicken and rice, or chicken and noodles. And I looked down at my container of chicken and noodles, and I was like, are they saying something about my lunches? I know I have a lot of chicken and noodles, but what can I say? It's good. Chicken is alright in most cases, except when you cook it poorly, which I don't. And noodles are a classic, a staple. They can't be beat. So I have chicken and pasta and chicken and noodles all the time. Okay. So we figured out what happened to one of the Chinese deckhands. Not deckhands, top men. Let's try and get the rest. Unfortunately, we are gonna have to go back to the Doom Part 2. Yuck. Get me out of here. Just, you really shouldn't strain like that, man. Actually, you know what we need to do is we need to cross-reference. Who is this? Where are we currently? We are in the second cabin forward. Or like from the stairs. This is so difficult. Hold on. I gotta remember where we are. We are on the gun deck. And we're here. We're 2 walls from the right. Two walls from the right. Let's go say hi to our favorite dead fellow, Saeed. Who just happened to die in a very convenient place for finding out people's names. So we're on the gun deck. Here. So that guy is either 59 or 38. 59 or 38. 38 is another top man. Who do we know who 59 is? George Shirley. No. Okay, Huang Li. Is the guy, it's probably gonna be 38. We'll guess that. Bitter cold. Yeah. You, I think. One, two, three, four. But then I think he was talking to this guy. So is this guy... I feel like he's a top man, though, and we know he's either 59 or 38. I'm pretty sure he was talking to that guy in the Doom Part 2. Yeah. So maybe I'm wrong and this isn't a top man. Maybe this is... Or this could be Huang Li. But it could very also possibly be George Shirley. Who is not a top man. Does this look like a George Shirley to you? This bearded Spider-Man is everywhere. I guess we can go through his memories and see what he's up to in his memories. Okay, I gotta write down who this could be, because I'm gonna forget. This is either 59 or 38, probably. Oh yeah, we were also supposed to look at if there were English top men. There is Lewis Walker. Because I think that Lewis Walker is the top man that died in the ropes. I don't know who he is, but I know how he died. He died in the ropes. Maybe he was even hanged. Because we've figured out somehow, don't remember how, that our murderer, a funny thing to say, but our murderer, our specifically the one murderer guy, the one and only murderer, of course, on this boat, ignoring all the other ones. The guy who clubbed the Dane. We'll say that. The Dane Clubber? He needs a better nickname. Anyway. Danish hater is English. We know that. So he's either Alexander Booth or George Shirley, and his brother, who died in the ropes, is probably Lewis Walker. I took a lot of words to get there, but we got there. I wish I could just give you the cause of death. I don't know which one he is. Okay, those are like got laces, and those are like kind of slippies. So I don't think this is a top man. It's not a top man, we know that. That wasn't an important deduction. Moving on. Back to the Doom Part 2, I think? Yeah, even just to confirm who we're talking about. Being either 59 or 38. I'm on the wrong deck. Did I watch any of the Tetris this year? I didn't. Was it good? Is it still on? I actually am completely unaware of it this year. You are not that bearded fellow. Ended on Sunday. Who won? So this is either Hong Lee or George Shirley. Dog. I should have guessed. Good for him. Was Miles competing this year? I'm really, like, really out of the loop with Tetris this year for some reason. Made quarterfinals, hell yeah. Well, now I have to go look through their clips and see if he's got any incredible digs like last year. Sorry, I'm also reading or not Tumblr. I'm also reading Discord right now. I almost said Reddit for some reason. Okay, this is Huang Li. Probably. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think this is Huang Li. Okay. Alex T had to pull out mid-semi-final due to wrist pain? Damn. That's sad. That was against Dog? Did they just, like... Oh, man, that would suck so bad. That'd be so sad. Okay. We got one. We're missing Mr. Electric. And this guy. Okay. This guy. Dog was 2-1 up. Oh, man, that would just suck. Also, your autocorrect is not happy with you tonight, huh? Is this Lewis Walker? Maybe. Okay, what are we at as far as guesses for deaths? I think we're at 3 already. Yeah. We've got our ship steward. We got 2 top men. Maybe he didn't get crushed. Maybe he was, or maybe he didn't fall overboard. He was crushed by a beast. What the hell happened to the guy I just labeled? You. Speared by a terrible beast. Where? Oh, there. Okay. 1, 2, 3 that I'm confident in, so something's wrong. Oh no. No, we know how that, well, I guess we don't know, but we suspect how Lewis died, and it was not speared by a beast. Final was great, would recommend watching it back. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, I wish I had more free time, Navy. I really, really do. Are you in this memory? Hold on, let me bookmark you instead. He's there, but everyone's there. He's here, but everyone's there. He was in this scrape up. In murder. And then he was speared by a terrible beast, so he's not Lewis Walker. I don't know who that is. Well, I've done a lot of walking around, and I feel like I've learned nothing. VOD's on YouTube, but they haven't made it into a separate video. Okay. So we have 2 more Chinese top men to figure out. One of them is Mr. Electric. And we don't really know what happened to Wei Li, other than the Kraken got him. But the Kraken got him is not a viable death in this game. It's not very nice. Sorry, now I'm listening to Ace's stream as well, like very quietly. If you guys are hearing me go quiet, it's because I am watching Ace's stream. My fishbone is so entertaining. I'm almost certain the captain killed Philip Dahl. As a part of a certain bargain. I don't know at all what killed this guy, Zungi. He's just dead. He died from blood loss, but that's apparently not an option. He did not expire. I think he was spiked, but it didn't like that. Was he not knifed by the beast? Was it somebody else? Did somebody sneakily kill him in the brouhaha? A really small amount of deaths, I assume, are remnants from the tricky deaths era of this game, so this is one of them then, I'm guessing. Alright. I see. He got knifed by somebody else, and the beasts just happened to attack then. We'll leave that for now. We have 2 Chinese top men to identify. I honestly think I could just leave the fishbowl on, considering how minuscule that ad is. I can't even tell what it's for from here. Do you guys want me to leave the fishbowl on? I feel like I'm not even watching it for the ads very clearly, or very good. They've just got some smears on the side. Some bullshit. They're selling you lines. Alright. Nathan Peters, we also don't know who that is. Okay. We've got a handful of names we don't have to faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 people here we have not identified. 1, 2, 3. See, the problem with this sketch is that that's going to be hard to count. 1. I feel like there were 2 there. 1. It's only 1 so far. 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. So do everybody else here have a name? Everybody here has a name. So we've got our 8. We know who they are. I haven't somehow fucked that up. So let's start with you. You're in the... Oh, this guy. Hold on. Show depicted an underway sketch. This guy, did we count him? I feel like I've given no thought to this man at all. I think I was kind of just letting that one be however it happened. We'd get to the last guy, and we'd know it's him. We don't get to identify the stowaway. And it's break time. So I'll be back in 4 minutes. BRB. Alrighty. Ugh. We're getting there. We're getting there. There's so much stump art I want to look at. 56. We know who 56 is, right? Yes, Henry Brennan. 43. 45. Leonid. 43. Maba. 44. Lewis Walker. We don't know who Lewis Walker is. So who is in this memory that we don't know who they are? This is the Doom Part 2. So who's here that we don't know the name of? We know all these guys. We know these guys. We don't know. We know you. We know you. Are you Lewis Walker? No. Because you're alive at the end. Your middle name came from your great-grandfather. He is your namesake. My middle name came from a great-granduncle. He's my namesake. But I think it must be him. And we're wrong about what happened to Lewis Walker because this is the only person we don't know who he is. And we know Lewis Walker is here. So you must be Lewis Walker. I'm allegedly a namesake of my great-grandma, and she was so happy to hear about me. Aw. How goes? I don't know. I think this is Lewis Walker, not that one. This one. Because we know the name of everybody else here. So this must be Lewis Walker. So now we have 1, 2, 3. So still something is wrong. Maybe Wei Li was crushed by a beast. Nope. And maybe this isn't Lewis Walker. Okay, let's walk around the deck and make sure we can identify everybody else. Yep. 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 My old middle name was chosen for the doctor who delivered me, and that doctor turned out to be truly terrible. Ah, no. We know you. We know you. We know you. We know you. So there are the 2 asleep. Nope, 3 asleep, I think. Yeah, 3 men asleep. 2 of them we absolutely know. 45 and 43. Are Leonid and Maba. So 44. Hold on. The Doom. Part 2. Yeah, Maba is here. Leonid is here. They're both asleep. So this has gotta be Lewis Walker. So maybe this is not Huang Li. What kind of shoes is he wearing? We don't get to know. Okay. Yeah, middle names are cool. I liked my old middle name. Because when my parents named me, both of my names were for... My first and middle name were for my grandmothers. They were like kind of corruptions of their names. And saying it like that makes it sound bad. I don't know the better way to word that, though. A form of their names. And then when one of my grandmothers got divorced, she was going through all the proceedings to change her name anyway, and she liked my middle name so much that she changed her name to that. So my grandmother is named after me. And then I didn't even keep that middle name. That's not my middle name anymore. Your go live notification made this seem like it was going to be a cooking stream. Do you guys want to watch me cook pasta on the stove? It will be so boring. I also don't have a camera to do that with. Hey Bones, welcome in. This is not a cooking stream. The only thing we're cooking is mystery. Because I'm sure not solving it, that's for certain. Okay, let's go look into number 27 again. Zungi, what the hell happened to you? Deltarune in 2 weeks. Very exciting. You're watching The Pit? Hell yeah. Let me know what you think. What episode are you on before you leave? Tell me. Just got some news. Alright. I'll be right back. Everything's fine. I'll be right back. Go see the chair. Do I not have the thing on the chair? Where's my bones cam? Very small. There's the bones cam. BRB. Okay. Back to it. My game. Show me my game. Alrighty. That was something. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're gonna find out what happened. So this whole thing... Soldiers of the Sea. Navy, do you get ads on my channel? You better not. Oh, did you mean for the ace cam? Okay. Nope. Yeah. Okay, so he's already been stabbed. So we gotta go to part 4. Already been stabbed. That is you? Yes. So we gotta go to part 3. It's up a level. But then I don't think we can get below the deck to see what's happening with him.
What's going on? Stay back. It's already on your neck. Hey.
Sungi is not in this memory. Is he in this one? No. Is he in this one? No. So the first time we see him, he's already been stabbed. In this one.
Get there. Hey, cat.
Definitely a tricky death, I'll give you that. I can do this. I'm trying. He was stabbed when he was here. From the blood pool. I still don't get it, like it was this guy, yeah? He's got a big fucking thing sticking out of him that looks like a spike. I'd say spiked by a terrible beast. Don't know where else he would have gotten spiked by. Do I need a clue? Not yet, but I may eventually ask. Is there something else that has spikes here? That's a pig. Pigs don't have spikes. That's another pig. What if pigs do have spikes? I don't know about that one. I need a thumbnail. Okay. Tusks are pretty spiky. This is not a tusk shape. Almost looks like a cactus spine. Maybe. Stump says that this one's like a tricky death, which I agree. I don't fucking know how he was killed. He's just dead. He got spiked and then bled out in the lazarette. Not the lazarette, in the fucking... the port walk. Maybe Zircon was at the scene of the crime. I'm trying, but they won't let me down here during the time he was stabbed. Did I kill Zungi? This angle. He would have been facing forward, standing here. And because it's pointed through his back, it would have... Psh. He would have been facing the beast. Oh, I guess they are pokey on both sides. He might have been facing the pigs. Hey, we still don't know who you are. I'm confused about why this isn't how he died. He was not spiked by a terrible beast. We know this. Oh, I think that's how we're supposed to find his name, is he's got a sword hanging by his bed. Pretty sick sword, I must admit. So yeah, he was not spiked by a terrible beast. Something else happened to him. But I don't know what it was. Yeah, scimitar. Aw, poor Charles. We know how that ends for him. Okay, well, moving on. I guess that's not the mystery we're solving right now, because that one's silly, and I don't understand it. We don't know what happens to Martin. Something in the last chapter we don't have. We don't know what happens to Philip. Again, something in the last chapter we don't have. Do we know what happens to Omid? He disappeared in the Doom. So let's go find out what happened to him. He's in this memory. Oh, that's the bitter cold. We want to go to the Doom. He was up on the deck in this memory, I remember. He's the top man on the edge of the boat. Is he in the next one? He is in the next one. Or no, he's not. But he is still in one. On the main deck. Oh, when Peter died. Alright, let's go find out what happened to Omid when Peter died. Don't know enough about swords considering how much I enjoy swords. Navy, I think you and Max had basically the same message there. Poor Peter. He's just... he doesn't fucking exist anymore. Okay. So, they told me Omid is in this memory. I would wager he's not in any more memories after this. He's not. This is the last one. I think that he's gone overboard. To the main bit quick. Hold on, throw the powder. Ouch. Now who could that be? Ah. Okay, we got another 3. We found you. Wei-Li. And Lewis Walker. Okay. We got 3 more. We're getting there. We are getting there. We're getting there. Okay, no more bookmarks on him. We found out Omid. Now, who else do we still not know for sure? We have 3 Chinese top men we still haven't identified. We still don't know who Nathan Peters is at all. Or Hamadao, or Alexander, or George, or Samuel. Nathan and Samuel Peters. Hey. Where's Nathan Peters? They're both seamen. Could our Dane hater be Nathan or Samuel Peters by chance? I think he must be. Okay. $48 and $60. Danish hater is many things. He is! I've had so many different things he could be, and I've not narrowed it down. Nathan and Samuel Peters. Okay. I don't know who you are. You. And did Nathan or Samuel Peters have an accident involving rigging? Well, now I'm thinking of the very first death in which a bunch of fucking cargo was dropped on some guy. And we never found out who. And they're standing next to each other on Underway sketch. So I'm guessing that this is Nathan and Samuel Peters. Unfortunately, that doesn't tell me which is which. One of these. Okay. Where's our Danish hater? Yeah, this is definitely... These are the brothers now. We figured that out. We got that out. I want to see what memories you're in. You're in the loose cargo memory, although fucking everybody is, so it doesn't matter. You're in the other loose cargo one. You are in a bitter cold. Okay. Back to a bitter cold. What's up, Saeed? Poor Saeed. Along with many other people. Yes, but the thing is that they're all labeled in this one. So we are looking for 60 or 48. Do we have a 60 or a 48? That's a 58, that's a 56, 55, 57. 51. 53. Mr. Dry Clean only 54. 30, 39, 40, 41, 38, 59. What are we looking for? 60, 48. 38, not 48. 37. 42. Whoa. So none of those are the numbers we're looking for. But we know he's here. We can't go up or down. So what are we missing? What are we missing? Is it counting these guys? Because I can't really do that. Is there a highlight of who's there? Yeah. Everyone. All of them. Oh, man. Oh, I'm missing something, aren't I? You don't remember. Okay, never mind. I'm missing something, clearly, but... maybe it's not so dire. Okay, let's go through each bunk cubby place and just, like, make sure we know who is who. 57. Do we know who 57 is? Alexander Booth. We don't know who 57 is. If we go to... not this memory, but a bitter cold. How many people here in this memory do we not know the name of? We know all those ones. We've got all these. We don't know this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that's not the best. Okay, so 7 people we don't know. We don't know. Any of them could be Alexander Booth. So maybe this memory is not going to be the one that undoes it. But I was actually going to count, okay, how many hammocks belong to people we don't know the name, we don't know who they are. 58. Do we know 58? I feel like we just checked this. We do know 58, so that's not one. 57, we don't know 57, that's 1. Don't know 55, that's 2. So that's 2. is 37. 42, we know that one. 36, we know. Don't have a sword in this one. 39. We don't know, so that's 3. 40. We don't know, that's 4. 41, we do know. 38, we don't know. That's 5. 59. We don't know, that's 6. And that's all the bunks. So that's all 7. So we have one that's not in a bunk. So where is George or Samuel Peters? Because he's not in his bunk. Okay, we're doing a fucking roll call here. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many people were in this memory? 23. Okay. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bot and chat. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So where are the last 3? 1, 2. That's 4. That's too many. If we count these ghostly figures. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Wait, that is the right number. Okay, yeah, never mind. That does make 23. Okay, so they're not in their bunks, but they're fucking over here. Where am I on the boat right now? What is happening? I am over here. There's another memory that takes place down here. Yeah? What was it? Oh, fuck, it's the Doom Part 2. Okay. Doom Part 2. The Doom Part 2. The Doom Part 2. How do I get there? It is through there. Okay, get me the fuck away from this guy. Yo! Welcome in, raiders. I can hear myself twice. Get out of here. No more Ace Cam. Hey Ace, how was your stream? Hold on, I have to keep screwing around with shit to get rid of the Ace Cam. Welcome in, everyone. How's your stream, Ace? 43, 44. 48 and 49. Hey, Crow. How's the stream? 48. That's Nathan. And now we know Samuel. Of course. We found Nathan and Samuel. We can fucking move on now. Oh my god. Okay. It's 49. I feel like we probably could have used that to figure somebody else out, couldn't we? Oh no, we knew. We already got that. Okay. The Mario brothers have been found, and we know who killed Lars now. Not some random seaman, but Nathan. Where's Nathan? Yes! We got it. Alrighty, Ace. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a good stream. I hope you enjoyed the short time you spent here. And have a good night. Yes! We got him. Tied up in a neat little bow. Ace, I would also love to watch you play this. If you do get this, please consider streaming it. Okay. We can take these bookmarks out now. Yay! I want to actually go watch that memory again. I like the voice acting in it.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Huh? Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
So they didn't say rigging, they did say ropes. Anyhow. Teehee. You like how he says what? Yeah, you guys didn't escape all that well, but glad you tried. Okay. How are we doing on people we don't know yet? We've got the 3 top men and the 3 other seamen. Let's see. We got one of them. I feel like we can definitely figure out the rest. That is it. Well, we still have to figure out how Zungi died, and then what happened to the other Jokers that disappeared or died in the... Only 2 more batches? Well, kind of. We still have to figure out who they are. We don't know what happened to Martin. We don't know what happened to Philip or Zungi. Well, I know what happened to Zungi. We know what happened to a number of the Chinese top men. I think all of them, honestly. We just don't know which is which. And then I'm completely lost on these 3. George Shirley, Alexander Booth, and Hamadou Diom, I do not know at all. So... who here do we not know the name of? These 3. We don't know the names. Are those our 3 complete mysteries? We should have 6 people we still don't know the name of. That's 4. We know that one, that's 5, and that's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the only ones we don't know the name of. So let's figure it out. You were here, but so were they all, so that doesn't help us. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, really doesn't help us. Great. Next, you were on the main deck, but I also suspect... oh, okay. 4 of them were not. Only 2 of them were. Okay. Does that help us, actually? I don't know that that helps us. Here. 3 of those guys and you were present. What happens in that memory? They take out the chest. Put the chest in your dead friends. Let's go here. Is that you? It is you, Mr. Electric. Okay, so this is the guy who was talking in this memory. The translator, I assume. I don't really think that helps us here.
What do you know about these things?
But I do like the captain's voice. I guess we don't need to leave this memory yet. He was around when the cook was struck dead, along with 3 other nameless guys. Don't know that that helps. And then he was electrocuted. Well, that didn't help. Jesus Christ, I can't- I've played this game for a number of hours now and I still can't fucking navigate it. I wanna go- no, I wanna go here. To this one. Bookmark you. I forgot that this was an option. So he's in this one. He's in these 2. And he's in the calling part 1. How do we get to the calling part 1? This is where he dies. So he was out on the boat with these folks. With the conspirators. With the Formosans. I don't know that that helps. Other than narrowing down that he's one of our Chinese top men, which I think we already knew. Well, I guess it doesn't even. You are probably a top man. Wow, that list is so small now. Okay, hold on. We have 1, 2, 3 top men. 1, 2, 3 of these last ones, the seamen. So now we can say unknown seaman. Okay. Got 3 top men, 3 seamen. I have an idea how to do them, but I didn't use it because I was dumb. You think I can do it, though. Well, I need to get the idea first. Okay, so that guy was also kind of a non-starter. What memories were you in? You were in Soldiers of the Sea Part 1, Unholy Captives Part 2, A Bitter Cold. Soldiers of the Sea Part 4 is where you perished. Let's go to this one. Oh, I don't think that'll help though. He just dies. I feel like that doesn't help us at all. Okay, Soldiers of the Sea Part 1. He is there. Poor soul dies with no clues, right? So he's up here. Is it you? Is it you? It's you. Does that tell us anything? I don't think there's... Yeah, there's nothing said here that would tell us. Okay. I have an idea. We are currently in what chapter? We're in Soldiers of the Sea. That happens before the Doom, so if we go to the Doom Part 2... You were not present. Neither were you or you. So that doesn't help us, actually. I was hoping we'd be able to figure out who it is by who was not in their bunk. But none of them appear. None of them are in their bunk at the time. So it doesn't matter. When do we see the bunk room? Is it just those two memories? It can't be. Okay, what do we need to do? We need to go to the deck plans. I think largely they don't have the beds out, is the thing. The Doom Part 3. Were any of you there? No. How about Part 4? No. How about Part 5? No. Were they all dead by now? When did they all go? Do we know? You died in Soldiers of the Sea, Part 4. You died in the Doom. And you died in the Calling Part 1. Which is where in the order? Oh, way early. So he's already dead at this point. Yeah, they're all dead by the Doom Part 2. Except the one who isn't. So that's not helpful. But we can get an idea of who died in the Calling by what... Okay, hold on. I'm doing some chess here. So, the guy who died in the Calling would have had his bunk taken down already. What's his name? This guy, Wei Li, still had his bunk in the Doom Part 2. Awesome phrase for a guy who is bad at chess. Yeah, what's his name in the Doom Part 2 still had his bunk, but there was another bunk across from him, and two of them died in Soldiers of the Sea. So we need to find out what bunk is not there already. That's the guy who died in the calling. So we need to find out who was next to the or not the captain, who was next to Whaley in A Bitter Cold. I'm not bad at chess, but I'm not good at chess. I don't play it at all. Okay. So, Whaley is number 41. 59, 38, 41. So 39 and 40 both already had their bunks down. So that doesn't actually help me. That doesn't work anymore. Kills at Crib, though. Crib is not a skill game. Crib is a learn the rules game, and once you know that, you're good. Okay, 38. What is a crib? I'll be back. It's cribbage is the name of the full game. Navy, if you want to stick this stream out to the end, you can wait 4 minutes. We're gonna figure this out in 4 minutes, gang. We got this. We will get it. It'd be faster to just, like, guess, but that's not fun. Okay. Okay, so 41 is the guy we know. We have 40, 39, 38. Those three. So now we have to go back to the Doom Part 2. Which I can never fucking remember where it is. Cribbage is a sick-ass name for a crab rider. Where's the Doom Part 2? It is up there. Up. Poker is a name for a crab rider. That's apt. Okay. So this guy. Only 41 is left. Those two are down. So this has gotta be 58, yeah? It must be. Or whatever. Whoever the one that isn't those two. There isn't the other one. Jesus Christ. Okay, we gotta go back again. Shit. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We know it's the bald guy. Balding. Back to Saeed. $59. You're George Shirley. We know this to be true. We got one. It wasn't the one we were trying to solve in our last 4 minutes of stream, but we did get one. This is George Shirley. Okay. How do we figure out these last ones? There must be a way. But I haven't quite got it yet. So now one of these guys is Alexander Booth, and one of them is Hamadou Leon. Diom, even. And we could just guess. But that's not as fun. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on, the cribbage and the poker. They're all 3 stars of difficulty for figuring out who they are, still. I'm guessing. We got it! It's not really a guess because I had already guessed Hamadao for, Alexander, I believe. So. Kind of a guess, but mostly elimination. I'm sure there was a way to figure that out, but we got 3 more. Oh, we're so close. Okay. Let's go find someone to raid. Oh, my Firefox is tiny. Who's live? Thank you for joining. Thanks for watching. G-Man's live. What are they playing? Risk of Rain 2. Oh. I want to play that game. It keeps going on sale and I keep not buying it. Go say hi to G-Man. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all had fun. I will be back on Thursday. Risk of Rain 2 is the game I want to play, but have not bought yet. Okay, I'll be back on Thursday. I'll be maybe even finishing this game. How much longer can 6 deaths take? I feel like I shouldn't say that, because it will be a long time. The finale, the Obra Dinn finale. Maybe I'll finally think of a good title. I hope it takes 3 more streams. Don't be mean. You wouldn't be so mean to me. You can't. Go say hi to G-Man. Good night. Goodbye. And good night, VOD watchers.